Hello, hello, and welcome back to Minotaur Hotel. I assume we're doing paperwork shenanigans with our other Minotaur.
Now that we have no pressing tasks hanging over our head, allow me to introduce you to your office, Master.
You mean our office, partner?
Yes, pardon me. Our office. Business partner.
Together, like your horns and skull. The Minotaur's ears flick back and forth. He runs a finger over the back of his neck, tidying the fur, even as it stands on end. With a shake of his head and a snort, he looks to the office.
Here is where you will plan ahead for the tasks each staff member will be assigned for the day.
You mean sending them to explore the valley and work on contracts?
Not exactly. Assembling exploration parties to the valley is unusual, but as long as they are cautious, and I am not present among them, there shouldn't be much of an issue with continuing to do so. As much as you may insist on elevating me to being your business partner, this call falls to you. It is your right and duty to manage the hotel staff. You may assign them tasks, or allow them some time off to enjoy themselves. Do keep in mind, however, that we all have a number of daily obligations. It is not every day that we will have time for exceptional tasks, such as research or exploration. But when we do...
Asterion grabs a notebook from the table and flips through the pages. They are covered in notes and schematics written in bright pink ink.
We could go over Miss Greta's notes and see if she left any good ideas for us.
Reasonable. Well, time to get to work then.
Indeed. I'm going out to the reception now, but... Before I go, how does your arm feel? Is the armband causing any discomfort?
Oh, not at all. I can't even feel it most of the time. It's almost like it isn't there. I'd go as far as to say it's nearly incorporeal. I only ever remember it's there when I look in the mirror. Is this actually made of lead? Should I worry about heavy metal poisoning?
That should not be a concern.
Oh, this face is still cute.
I am relieved to hear it does not cause discomfort. It was never my intention to.
Don't worry about it. This is nothing.
You do not have to pretend, my lord. I mean, Mr. Josh. It was unbecoming of me to have proposed the idea, and far too proud of me to let you go on with it.
No, there's no reason for that, Asterion. I'm telling you exactly how it is. This armband is nothing, and even if it was, it's the least I can do. Now, let's get back and have a nice day, shall we?
You are very peculiar, Master, Mr. Josh, but in no way unpleasant. I shall see you later, then.
See ya. You now have full control over the daily activities on top of managing the R&D and exploration teams. You can now choose how to spend your time on the daily agenda screen. Oh, that's a lot. The left side of the screen, 1, yes. It shows your current team. Okay, so it'll be like listed below. Okay. Yes. Click on the Manage Team button to manage R&D and exploration as usual. K. So this will take us to the old screen. The middle of the screen, 2. Okay. It shows a list of daily tasks you can perform, such as working on side projects or spending time with your staff. Click on these and your current plan for the day will be set. You can also customize Asterion's appearance by clicking on the Customize Asterion. Okay. Customize your Asterion. bringing him to the dress-up room. Now, button on the top right. Or look at the pending R&D projects. Pending, okay. By clicking the pending button on number 4. Okay. The button on the bottom of the screen shows your current plans for the day. You can change it by selecting different activities or clicking the cancel button. Cancel plans. Okay. So we click this to set this question. When your planning is finished, click the confirm plan button, 6, to continue. You will perform your daily activities and meet up with your teams at the end of the day. Staff route. Okay. You can now choose to spend time with your staff members if they are available during a given day. Spending time with a character will let him work through his issues or give more insight on him. As a result of this personal growth, their persona will awaken. The character's stats can improve over time. You can see each character's route progress in the guests menu. Keep in mind that if the character is assigned to either the R&D or exploration team, he will be dismissed for the day to make time for you. Okay. It's up to you to balance a character's personal development with his contribution to the R&D and exploration. As of this build, our routes are a work in progress, with only Kotas being complete. Okay. You may get a message on the character select screen informing you that you can't currently advance the character's route past that point. Okay, so we'll do Kotas. Like when Kota's available, we'll do him. So only Kota. Okay. Skip. I think I got it, guys. I think we got there. You can see these tutorials at any time from the help menu. Good. Hang out with Luke and Kota. Okay. So if I click this, okay. Hang out with staff, Luke and so I can only hang out with one of them. Okay. Manage team. We'll click finish. What's pending project? What's gym? So I need tech and material. Okay, so if I do okay. That yes? Wait. Shut up, I'm not confused. I was told by people to do gym. Do I so like eventually it'll just get there? Or what is my wait. Shut up, guys. Shut up. It's fine. Materials. This seems fine. Yes. Customize a Asterion. What do we got for suspenders? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. There we go. That seems fine. Yes. Confirm? done planning? Yes? Oh god. During his downtime, when he wasn't down in the bedrock helping with R&D or on an exploration out in the valley, Kota tends to keep to himself. When he had first arrived, he'd spend almost all such moments in his room, but now, with things smoothed out between him and Luke, the dragon could often be found resting in the large armchair by the lounge's hearth. His brows would furrow in thought, and his mouth would pull down into a tiny frown as he'd stare deep into the dancing flames, almost meditative, despite the music blaring from the speakers over the bar. Okay, so this is his new portrait. Okay. This is how you find him when you make your way to the lounge, taking advantage of the post-lunch lull. Kota?
Ah, Mr. Josh, good afternoon. Forgive me, I tend to get lost in reminiscing sometimes. Do you need something?
Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you a little, now that things have settled down.
Oh.
He gestured, and you take his invitation to sit in the chair across from him. Yes. I realize that, despite our time together, I don't really know all that much about you. I mean, I know you've been around a long time and have been traveling all over the place, but I'm curious. What's your story?
Ah, so you wish to know this old vagrant's tale, It's been quite a long and meandering one, I'm afraid, and...
He glances at the clock on the wall.
We don't have long until Birdbrain starts making dinner. He loves to turn the noise, which he calls music, up while he works, and I'll have to vacate the premises when he does so, lest it leaves me on nursing a headache all night. However, if you're curious, I don't mind at all indulging you for a time being. What would you like to know?
Well, for starters, what were you doing before you came here? I happened to catch sight of you walking down the road when you first arrived. What happened to you?
Oh, that. I was quite taken aback by the sudden change in location, let me tell you. But if you're concerned about my well-being, please don't be. I may be older than any human alive, but I'm still hale and hearty.
Okay.
I found myself traveling by foot often, enough over the years that I'm very much used to it. As for my circumstances before arriving, I'd been staying for a time in a little town in the Pacific Northwest of America. These are old, beautiful places. They're all over the world. If one knows where to look, almost as beautiful as the land of my birth, back when I was much younger than I am now. In any case, I'd actually struck a deal very similar to our management with the owner of one of the stores in town, a little mom-and-pop hiking supply outpost. In exchange for a place to sleep and the occasional meal, I would provide whatever service they required.
Huh. A hiking supply outpost? I guess that makes sense for the region.
Indeed. Richard, my most gracious host, told me that the shop had been in the family for generations, providing supplies and goods since the town was first established. Little did he know, I was likely one of his ancestors' patrons.
Were you now?
Yes. This one back in the 1880s, when I first left Japan. There were many of us Japanese immigrants after the country opened up, and that small town, only a few settlements, only a fresh settlement back then, was round where I first landed in America.
Huh, small world.
Much smaller than you'd think. I should know. I quite enjoyed my time there. Truth be told, I enjoyed working for that wonderful couple, and I enjoyed making sure the clientele left happy. That, I suppose, is the one good part of my wandering. Being among humans. Participating in their lives, their joys, their triumphs, offering what little blessing I can give, or helping them to find their own. I suppose you could say that this is my true calling in life, my reason for being.
The one good part.
Well, a journey, by oneself often carries with it a burden of loneliness. All along this road, not a single soul, only autumn evening.
And just when the silence became stifling, and just when you open your mouth to break it, the dragon glances over your shoulder towards the bar.
Oh, forgive me for cutting things short. It seems Luke is just about to start his dinner preparations.
He hops on his feet, brushing his clothes into pristine neatness, and then gives you a small, polite nod.
I enjoy conversing with you like this, Mr. Josh. We should do this again sometime.
Sure, if the schedule allows, I'd be happy to talk with you more, Kota. Until then, I guess I'll see you later. With another nod and a strained smile, Kota sweeps out of the lounge, the first notes of Luke's all-American rock music following in his wake. You rise to your feet as well, stretch, and head off to finish today's work. Let's check in on the R&D team. Your R&D team makes some progress, but no project was complete. Let's check on the exploration team. There is none. Well, no one was sent out to explore. Later that night, the guests were enraptured by Kota and Luke's tales about the Forbidden Valley and its odd creatures. After all of Asterion's unsightly connections to it were omitted, leaving space for exhortations of his and your talent as leaders. Neither did they mention Clement's betrayal, the expulsion of the former guests, and the old staff's unknown fates, or Asterion's regrettable one. You and the Minotaur listened to it all from your table in the corner of the lounge. The guest's captivated gaze, so fixed they became heavy, were not altogether unpleasant. Thus a day came and passed. Sweet Mother Night and her son, Sleep, embraced the land and all its dwelling. The dawn slithered its way in, as it has since time immemorial. Rise now, my lord, and live again. Oh, okay. So how does this work? Can I not? I guess I should put you here? Surveying has to be higher than danger, right? So this number didn't go down. How? Okay. I'll end this part short today. I'll see you around, everyone.